Welcome to the Coffee Journeys show, hosted by me, Piotr Zagorowski, author of the Coffee Journeys blog. In this show, I'll be sharing my journey from being a technical person to a leader and discussing topics such as leadership, technology, and intentional living. I'll be sharing my unique perspective and insights and offering guidance on how to develop the skills and mindset needed to succeed in today's world. Whether you're an aspiring leader, a technology enthusiast, or simply looking to learn more about the world around you, this podcast is for you. So, join me for the engaging and thought-provoking conversations on leadership, technology, and intentional living on the Coffee Journeys show. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Coffee Journeys show, number 24, where this time we explore tools and strategies to help you live more intentionally, think more critically, and continuously improve. And today we are diving into a practice that can transform the way you reflect on your decisions, actions, and outcomes. We are talking about after-action reviews, a method famously used by the Army Rangers, Navy SEALs, and other elite organizations to learn from the past experiences. Now, I hear you. Before you ask yourself, when the Coffee Journeys become some sort of military podcast, let me ask you something. When was the last time you took a moment to reflect on a recent decision or project? Did you really dig into what went well, what didn't, and how you can improve next time? If not, no worries, because that's exactly what we are going to be covering today. After action reviews, or AARs, offer a structured approach to this kind of reflection. They are a powerful way to enhance your critical thinking, make better decisions, and ultimately improve your overall performance in whatever you do. So, whether you are running a team at work, trying to improve your personal habits, or just looking to be more intentional in your life, AARs can help you get there. Let's dive in. Alright, let me start by explaining what an after-action review is. So essentially, it's a retrospective process, an opportunity to reflect on your actions and outcomes after a particular event, project, or decision that you made. The military uses this method to debrief missions, but it's just as useful in our daily lives. It gives you a chance to evaluate your own thinking, see where things went wrong, went right, and make sure that this is the most important thing, where things went not so good and what adjustment you can get to improve over time. I've personally been practicing retrospective for a while now, and I believe it's one of the most important habits you can develop. And it's a skill you can develop, you can hone on this. And if you want to live with intention and grow from your experiences, this is the way to go. Actually, when I record this episode, I'm still in Poland. Some time ago, I decided I will spend summer in Poland, and this is third time in a row that I go there, partially to be on holiday, partially to work from there, but part of this time I take always to reflect back everything that I did in this previous year. And recently I came across this AAR framework and found that its structure really helped me to dig deeper into my thoughts, processes, decision-making processes. And so today I'm going to talk you through the AAR template used by Army Rangers and another smaller version used by Navy SEALs. Both are super effective and easy to implement. And again, bear with me, I like these military frameworks because they are very, very pragmatic and practical and short. You will see. So let's get into the Army Rangers version first. So the Army Rangers use after-action reviews as part of their cognitive development training. It actually starts within training. It's designed to help individuals handle stress, make quick decisions, and process information efficiently in chaotic environment. And while we might not all be dealing with this kind of life or death situations, we can still apply these methods to improve our critical thinking in everyday challenges. Here is how it works. The Rangers AR is built around 6 questions. These questions encourage deep reflection on both your thought process and your actions. Let me talk through all of them. So number 1 question. What was I thinking in that situation? These questions get you to reflect on your thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs that were driving you and driving your decision-making process. Were you acting out of fear? Out of confidence? Was there a bias influencing you? Question number 2. Why was I thinking that? This helps you uncover any hidden motivations or biases. Why were you confident? Why were you hesitant? Maybe it's emotional factor, or perhaps it's a logical belief that influenced your thinking. This step is all about understanding the why behind your thoughts. Question number 3. What did I do because I was thinking that? Next, analyze how your thoughts led to your actions. Did your mindset prompt you to act boldly or hold back? This reflection allows you to assess the connection between thoughts and actions. Question number 4. How effective was that action? This question is where you measure the result of your decision or action. Did it work? Did you achieve your objective? Were there unintended consequences? Question number 5. What would have been a better decision? And now, with the benefit of hindsight, you get to think about alternative choices. What could have you done differently to get a better outcome? And finally, number 6. What can I do next time to be better prepared? So finally, the question is about future proofing. It's about learning from your reflections and setting yourself up for success next time around. How can I apply the lessons learned to similar situation in the future? This process of structured reflection is super powerful. It forces you to think critically about your own behavior and mindset. And over time, you will notice an improvement on your decision-making and problem-solving abilities. Whether you use this individually or in a team setting, the goal is to continuously refine your way of thinking, acting, and learning from your experiences. But I understand if you try to implement this in your life, especially in the work environment, it might be too long. It's 6 questions. But I have a good news for you. Now we're going to look into even simpler version. I have you covered because I have Navy SEALs version, which boils down AR just to 3 straightforward questions. The version is quick, efficient, and easy to remember, so you can apply it even when you are short on time. So the Navy SEALs After Action focuses on 3 key questions. Question number 1. What went well? First, you just need to identify what worked. It's important to acknowledge your successes so you can replicate them in the future. Think about actions or decisions that led to positive outcomes. Question number 2. What didn't go well? Next, you reflect on the challenges or mistakes. This is not about overly thinking and overly being critical, but about identifying areas for improvement and what could have been better, where did things go wrong, and what can I improve. And number 3, what new standards do we need to implement? So finally, based on thoughts from the first two questions, you determine what changes need to be made going forward. How can you improve your process, your approach, or mindset to ensure consistent excellence? Those three questions are simple but effective. And just like Army Rangers version, this approach promotes continuous learning and improvement by asking you to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what needs to change. Now, you might be wondering, how do I implement this in my own life? So my advice is to start small. Pick up one decision or project from past week and run it through one of those AR frameworks. Reflect of what went well, what didn't, and how you can improve next time. If you are leading a team, ARs can also be a fantastic tool to introduce as part of your regular retrospectives or team debriefs. They foster a culture of continuous improvement, open dialogue, and critical thinking. And remember, the key to making ARs effective is honest self-reflection. You've got to be willing to look to your actions, thoughts, processes, and within critical eye. And you've got to be open to learn from both successes and mistakes. It requires an open mind and culture of psychological safety. I covered this in episode number 7, titled Why High-Performance Teams Need Team Agreements. And that's pretty much it for today's episode on After Action Reviews. I hope this framework inspires you to dig deeper into your reflections and use those insights to grow both personally and professionally. It's all about building that retrospective mindset and making continuous improvements to live a more intentional life. If you find this episode helpful, don't hesitate to subscribe, leave review, and share it. Maybe share it with someone who you think could benefit from learning about AARs. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, keep reflecting, and keep growing. And this is all I have for you today. I value feedback a lot. That's why I ask you to review my podcast in your favorite podcasting platform and give it as many stars as you think it deserves. By doing so, this podcast is going to be more visible and I can reach more people to provide value. And before you go, if you would like to join the community of people who are determined to help each other and grow together, join my newsletter at coffeejourneys.blog/newsletter. Thanks for tuning in today, and until next time, have a great day.